let's jump to the graph and take some trades. So as you can see here, we are in the buy area because the small EMA crossed over the middle EMA. Let's see if we can get any buy entries here. As you can see, the stochastic RSI is still up, so this won't be an entry even though we are in the buy area and it tested the orange EMA, the 21 EMA. On the previous video, we would have had an entry here, but given this additional filter, we don't have it. And let's see what happens. You see that it's a bit of a variance. So actually, this entry would have worked, but I assure you that from the backtesting, the stochastic RSI does its job perfectly. Okay, let's see our first trade. So now we are entering the sell area because these EMAs crossed back, and we are looking for a scenario where the stochastic RSI is overbought and where the price is testing and rejecting one of the orange or purple EMAs. Again, we see this entry, but again, the stochastic RSI is not yet to our liking. And as you can see, we have some variance here. If we have a red candle that closes below, and this is perfect, so you can see that we retested this EMA, and this red impulsive candle pierced through the purple, the 55, and also through the orange, which is 21. So now we will have an entry because you see that the stochastic is overbought. We are looking, the stochastic RSI, sorry, we are looking for sells, and now we will be placing a sell order here. I will be taking this order in accordance to the purple EMA, which is the furthest one tested. So my stop loss here would be at one. You can see, I don't know if you can see it right there in the upper left corner. I think it's for you guys. It's 1809268. And our take profit will be at 2 to 1. This is our first trade. Now regarding the risk level and how much you should risk on this trade. So we have our 0.5 initial risk, right? Now let's see if we can identify any sort of market structure here, sorry. So first of all, we can see this nice impulse down, which cooled down into a sort of a messy bear flag, but this is again up to you. We can also see that there is a market level right here which rejected. Unfortunately, we can't really take this as a confluence because our stop loss is way below this level, so it may as well go through here and take us out. So this isn't a confluence. So the only reasonable confluence that I would take here is this slightly messy bear flag formation, but personally I would only risk 0.5% on this position. Regarding, also added, the market volatility is quite messy here, so let's see what happens. Okay, so this was a good trade. Let's mark this one as a win. So this would have been plus 1% because again, I told you I would have risked only 0.5, mostly because of the volatile nature of the market. Let's go on. We'll cover a few more trades. I don't know how long this video will take, but bear with me a bit more because I just want you guys to get a good hand of the strategy. Again, we are approaching a sell trade. As you can see, we pierced through the orange EMA, but we are not yet in the open. The stochastic RSI kind of signals that a price reversal is imminent, and this is the price reversal. Now let's see how our stop loss would look first. So we are entering on the orange EMA, so the stop loss would be 1806232. This is kind of borderline for my taste because I usually want to take trades that are short in the time span. So hoping for gold to fall an additional $3.50 is a bit more for me. So Given this, I'm not sure if I would have taken this trade, but for the sake of this video and for you guys to understand how this system works, I'll take this trade. Now let's see what confluences we have here. So we have the initial 0. Nah, I tried to make a 5 here, but I'll just leave it. Okay, so this is a 5. An 0.5%, initial 0.5% for this trade. Now let's search for some added confluences so that we can add to our risk. We see that this channel broke and we have a retest to this level. So this is quite huge, because this is kind of the first level that it would have retested, this or this huge liquidity zone. The fact that we entered with this huge impulse in the liquidity zone makes me think even more that there are strong chances for it to go down. So ignoring the size of the actual stop loss, which is again a bit too big for my taste, I would risk 0.75 on this trade. But again, it's a bit too long, and you'll see that it will take a lot of time for it to complete, and you will have some additional entries, and you'll give the market lots of time to rethink its current trend, and you may find yourself riding it on the downside, but it won't reach your your take profit, sorry, because it's way too far, and then it will just slowly ascend and take you out. This is an important level, so let's see how it will fare on this point, on the next candle. The next candle is very important for our position, actually. And it was good. I wasn't really expecting that. So I said I risked 0.75% here, so we have a plus 1.5, and so far so good. I hope the next position will be a losing one, because otherwise you guys will think that this video is actually rigged. Oh, I don't know. Okay, now we are still in the sell area, so these EMAs are still crossed to the downside. No valid retest yet. Okay, we have a retest now. You can see again the stochastic RSI is placed ideally for our entry. And now let's see how this candle goes. I will, for confirmation here, I will actually wait for another candle, or maybe not. No, let's enter now. So, and I'll explain you why. So we enter another trade on this cross on the stochastic RSI. The stop loss will be again 1803121. And the take profit will be at 2 to 1. This is a short trade. I entered this trade mainly because of market structure, and mainly because the fact that this nice liquidity zone here got tested, and we seem to have some rejection, we seem to have some seller pressure coming in from there, and our target is more than reasonable, because you can easily put your target here if the position goes in our favor. So given this position, I would again risk 0.75%, sorry, on this. Let's see how it goes. And again, as I said, it would have gone up to this level. So another plus 1.5. I will continue this video until our first losing position, because this tends to get quite suspicious even for me. Okay, so let's go on. Some quite a nice downtrend here. Now we can see the stochastic RSI making a cross down, but we still don't have any valid retests. Bear in mind, we only take in consideration retests for the 21 EMA or for the 55 EMA. So any retest of the smaller EMA, the 13 one, won't be taken into consideration. Okay, so this is a valid retest now. You can see that it touched the EMA, it went back, and the stochastic RSI made the cross to the downside, and all our filters are in line for at least a 0.5 risk trade. The stop loss will be 1799.142. And the take profit will be at 2010, 2 to 1. Now regarding the market structure and some additional risk that we can add to this trade. You can see that this level held for a bit, then got broken down in more or less impulsive fashion, and then the price halted here again. I personally wouldn't really take this as a confluence, because given the size of this downtrend, I may fear that we are forming a reverse head and shoulder formation here, and the price might shoot up, at least retesting the 55 EMA. But I would still take this trade based on the standard risk to reward given just by the basic entry. So just by using the stochastic RSI and EMAs, based on our backtesting, we have an above 40% win rate disregarding market structure. So even solely on these two indicators, on the long term, risking 2 to 1, you will make a profit with the strategy. So as I said, I will be risking 0.5 on this strategy, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is the first loss, and this is where I will stop this mini backtesting, let's say. So this is a minus 0.5, but as you can see, our assumption was correct. So the downtrend went for some time. We had some momentum to the upside, and we definitely formed a crooked head and shoulders here, and this kind of enabled buyers to step in. We had this wick here, and the 55 EMA was retested, and basically that's it for now, guys, for the backtesting.